Hi, welcome to Business Blueprint Design. This is the first module from my course Business Mastery version 2.0, or as I like to call it, Business Mastery 2. Now, before I speak to you about what Business Blueprint Design is all about, let me give you a little bit of background about myself, about who this is meant for, and about why it's an absolute must for you to learn this. As you already know, I have been in the business of training and coaching for over a decade, almost 12 plus years now. And during this time, I have trained and coached over 100,000 people across 16 nationalities. And the people I have trained and coached, they have been from all walks of life, including from the business world. And from what I have observed from these people who have been in the business world, it is this that in the business world, your journey takes you through 5 different stages. And since you're watching this particular module of this course, it's very likely that you are at one of these stages in your journey into the business world. Let me now give you a little bit of information about these stages of journey, and you can check where you are in this journey. The first stage is when you are in a job somewhere in the corporate world and you're so overworked and overburdened that your life is not your own. Everything in your life is decided by the demands of your job, of your boss, of your employer, of your clients, and everything else takes a backseat. And at some point of time in life, you get tired of this and you really want to own your life. You want to have total and absolute control over your life. And that's when you start thinking about doing something of your own. But at this stage, which I call as the wantpreneur, is just a want. But you have no clue about what you want to do, and you have no idea about how you're going to go about doing it. If you find yourself in this stage of the journey, which I call as the wantpreneur, then learning the business blueprint design is the absolute first step you need to take. Why? Because this is where you get a very deep understanding of what a business is, how to visualize and picturize and conceptualize your business, and how do you go about starting a business and running it so that you set yourself up for success. Let's now talk about the second stage in your journey. In the second stage, what has happened is you have discovered a very strong passion. You are very motivated, you have a very strong drive, and you have absolute clarity about what you're going to do. This clarity gives you the conviction that even if you do not know how to do it, you will somehow figure it out and make it a success. So if you find yourself in this stage of the journey of being a passionpreneur, then while you have this conviction, what you don't have is the know-how. How are you going to go about making money from your passion? And that's where learning the business blueprint design becomes an absolute must for you, because this module will teach you how to go about converting your passion into a very strong and robust business that sustains generating revenues for you and at the same time promises you a life which you can own. Let's now come to the third stage in the journey of business. In this third stage, which I call as the business operator, what has happened is that you have been running a business and maybe quite successfully, but you find that somehow you got so caught up into the day-to-day operations of your business that once again, like in the first stage, your life is not your own. Your life is owned by your business and your clients. It's as if you've replaced your employer and your business has become your owner. In this stage, the business owns you and runs your life instead of you owning the business and running the business. If you find yourself to be at the business operator stage of the journey, then business blueprint design is an absolute must for you to learn, because this will teach you how to conceptualize a business where you own it and you are running it instead of the business owns you. You will be able to visualize the operations in such a way that your business can continue without your day-to-day involvement in the operations. Let's come to the fourth stage in this journey where you become a business owner. As a business owner, you are not only successful in owning and running your business, you're also very successful in owning and running your own life. While you have been successful, if you are here watching this program, it means that somewhere you have a longing for even more. Maybe it's a longing for owning and running multiple businesses. Maybe it just so happens that you feel you're not quite there like some of the people you met. Maybe you find that when you meet some of the other business owners, they speak a very different language from you. They have a very different vocabulary. They have a very different way of looking at their businesses. Not just a single business, but multiple businesses. And you feel you're not quite like them and not quite there, and you want to. If that is the case, then business blueprint design is an absolute must for you to learn, because this is what teaches you the vocabulary, the language of the business movers and shakers. This teaches you how to have a 30,000, 50,000, 100,000 feet big picture view of not just a single business, but multiple businesses. This is what enables you to own and run multiple businesses as well as enjoy a life of freedom. This brings us to the fifth stage in the journey of business, the business movers and shakers. Business movers and shakers are those who have mastered the art of owning and running multiple businesses, of having that 100,000 feet big picture view of all their businesses. This is the stage where you conceptualize your business in your mind and then you just hand it off to other people who can run your business for you. And if you are a business mover and shaker, it's unlikely that you're watching this course of mine. What is more likely is that you are in one of these four stages of the journey into business and you aspire to become a business mover and shaker sometime or the other in your life, sooner rather than later.